I think probably the most challenging obstacles we've come up against, not necessarily money, but what fame can do to you.
We always had this image of the perfect family. I don't want to burst anybody's bubble, but we had our problems too. There was fighting, there was bickering. I am surprised at how well we did get along together because of the amount of time that we spent together. But we had our moments.
Life after his early fame was especially tough on Donnie.
There are emotional traumas that one goes through when you are the biggest teeny bopper in the world, and you've had millions of screaming girls after you, and then the next day you wake up and it's over. That's tough.
Ironically, the squeaky clean image that made Donnie so popular as a teen idol hindered his career as an adult.
That was probably the most difficult time in my life, to make the transition from a teen idol to an adult performer. And in many people's minds, that transition still hasn't happened.
In 1989, Donny Osmond collaborated with Peter Gabriel. The result, Soldier of Love, gave Donnie's career a jump start and put him back on the charts, this time as a rock and roll star. Anxious to shed his teeny bopper past, Donnie made some risky choices to promote his new image.
It was so fun. This bout that I had in Chicago, it was with Danny Bonaducci, and it was for charity.
The fight was billed as the fight between good and evil. Guess which one I was? And I just started slugging away and slugging away and slugging away.
And I just beat the living daylights out of him. I hit him so hard his face mask flew off.
And I thought, oh my God, Donny Osmond's gonna kick my butt. I'm gonna have to leave the country.
Sports Illustrated was there, ESPN was there, and all of them said I had won. They declared Danny the winner.
Out of the ring, Donnie took on the challenge of the Broadway musical theater, earning rave reviews as Joseph in Andrew Lloyd Webber's Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat.
And so we both eventually ended up in musical theater. I was doing Joseph, and he was doing The King and I, Sound of
Actually, I
Music.
did Sound of Music for 2 years. It was so much fun.
A year later, Donnie lent his voice to the character of Shang, the hero in Disney's animated feature, Mulan.
And as I'm singing this voice, I look at my children, they're all beaming ear to ear with smiles and saying, wow, that's my dad up there.
As an adult, Marie Osmond also had her share of ups and downs. Her first marriage in 1982 to BYU's basketball star Steve Craig ended in divorce.
Well, for me to sit here and say it wasn't difficult would be a lie. I mean, of course it was difficult. I know I did the right thing for myself and for my son, and you really find out who your friends are, do you know?
A year after her painful divorce, Marie married her second husband, composer and music producer Brian Blossel.
I have 6 children, and 12 years of marriage, and he's just the best.
Marie continued her career in show business and recorded and toured as a country music performer.
You could have a life and a family, and they loved it. You could sing about real songs. And it was kind of my decision. That's what I wanted to do.
Over the past 2 decades, as Marie sharpened her musical skills, she developed her business savvy. Marie's many projects include clothing patterns, books, and videos. Her greatest success has been her own line of porcelain dolls.
Marie is an incredible businesswoman. She's incredibly bright. However, her #1 commitment in life is to her children and her husband. And I don't think anything will ever be more important than that to her.
I love professionally to strive to be good at what I do. But there's nothing that I love more than my kids.
She really does like the whole idea of being a mama and staying home and teaching the kids and all those kinds of things.
Marie's love of children extends well beyond her own family. She devotes considerable time to her favorite charity, the Children's Miracle Network.
Now, these kids and millions more have been helped by CMN hospitals. Now, they're the reason that we're all here today.
Marie, along with actor John Schneider, are the co-founders. The charity was inspired by the hearing impairment of her two oldest brothers, Burl and Tom.
The Children's Miracle Network originally stemmed from the Osmond Family Foundation. And then the whole family, of course, became very involved with it and very excited about it.
Although the other Osmond siblings were having successful careers out of the spotlight, none of them ever lost their love of performing with their family. During the early 90s, Jimmy Osmond began visiting a small Missouri town that family friend Andy Williams had raved about. What Jimmy saw in Branson, Missouri, marked a new turning point for the Osmond family.
I bought this little theater here in Branson, Missouri about 6 years ago and wanted to get back to all the fun we had together. And I called them all up and I says, hey, what do you think about coming to Branson and doing 2 shows a night like we used to do? And they all said, okay, without even thinking about it.
There was just something right about it. We all had to risk, but we all knew that this was the right thing to do. The image is right, the philosophy is right, what do you think? Let's give it a shot. So everybody just dropped what they were doing and they came to Branson, Missouri.
So Jimmy is somewhat their backbone today, to bring the Osmonds together once again, giving them an opportunity to continue to shine and do the things that they were born and bred to do.
Down by the lazy river, come as you please. Down by the lazy river, one big family. If you're all alone, you won't be alone. Just bring your guitar and sing your song. Down by the lazy river, everybody follow me.
My brothers got me up on stage in Branson, and we sang Down by the Lazy River, we sang Crazy Horses, we sang, you know, a lot of the old hits. It was a blast, and the audience had a blast.
And every night, 2 shows a day, 6 days a week, they still keep coming, and I don't know how it works, but it does.
How you doing?
We don't want to ever do this if people aren't going to enjoy it, or if particularly we don't enjoy it. But we enjoy being out there in front of the people performing. We love to see their smiles and their response to what we do. And hopefully we can keep doing it for another 15, 20 years, maybe.
Burl and Tom, the 2 hearing-impaired Osmond siblings, remain active in the family business, designing and printing all the materials needed by the Osmond organizations. Brother Alan, who hadn't missed a performance in 41 years, still sings, but does not perform. He devotes himself to writing children's books and spending time with his family. The other original Osmond brothers and their children perform in Branson twice daily, except Sundays, which are devoted to their strong religious beliefs and to family togetherness.
I just enjoy so much working with the boys. I work on meet every bus, shake hands with practically every soul in every bus, and then normally I sing one song with them.
In Branson, George and Olive attended every Osmond family show until Olive suffered a stroke in April of 1998, and the couple returned home to Utah.
And now we're very excited to introduce you to 4 very talented entertainers. Let's have a warm welcome for the Osmonds' second generation.
One of the Osmonds' greatest Branson success is the next generation.
I came home and they were playing our tapes and they're singing it in harmony, not just unison. And I said, Suzanne, did you teach them that? No, they're doing it themselves. And I said, wow, I'm afraid we're going to have this thing reoccur in our lives. And they said, wouldn't that be fun? I said, only if they do it because they love it.
In 1998, Donnie and Marie were back together again, this time as the host of a talk variety version of the Donnie and Marie Show.
Please welcome Garth Brooks!
Honestly, it's so much fun to work with him again. We're having the best time. It was like it immediately clicked back. We've been working a few months now on the show, and it's like old times. It's really wonderful.
But more than any professional success, the Osmonds find their greatest joy in their large and loving family.
I have certainly learned an awful lot from them as a family. They're like my second family.
Family means to the Osmonds absolute trust. They place family before their careers in show business. They always have, and I believe they always will.
Family means a sense of security in a crazy world, particularly in a world called show business. I want to be known as a great, versatile entertainer. But more importantly, I want to be known as a great dad.
Am I going to be remembered as a star or a good dad? And I'll take a good dad any day over a star.
Being a mother now and having my own family, there is no greater joy in the world. My goal in life is to be a happy grandma. Because, you know, you can have all these awards that the world can give you, but there's nothing like those arms around your neck.
You're pretty close, baby.
And we believe that we're all tied together. We believe we're an eternal family, not just till death do you part in a marriage or something like that. We believe that we will be tied together forever.
It was a good life, happy life. We'd do it again. It's been a real fun trip.